Hi, my name is Sharonda Coleman, and today I will be conducting a mock counseling session here today with Mrs. Megan Freeman. How you doing today?
I'm fine. How are you?
Okay, my name is Sharonda Coleman, and I'm your counselor for today, and so I just will be asking you some questions. So, what brings you in today?
I just wanted a bit of some clarification in my relationship.
Okay.
I had a few problems in that area. I wanted to know if you could shed a bit of light on them.
Okay. So you stated that you had some issues in your well, you needed some clarification rather in regards to your relationship. So tell me what's going on.
Well, I guess it's a relationship. I mean, just kind of both parties have an interest in each other,
Okay.
but we're not like officially in a relationship. Not, he doesn't have time to date or
Okay.
dedicate time to me fully, and I really don't either. And I mean, he's expressed his feelings for me, I've expressed my feelings for him,
Okay.
but it would be years from now where we could actually have like a solid, real, intimate relationship. Is that something that I should try to look forward to, or is it something that I should probably let go?
Well, first I must ask is, well, you stated that you guys have expressed how you feel with each other, but what is it that you want exactly from him? Do you actually want a relationship, or do you just want to um, be intimate with him? What is it that you actually want from him?
We're already intimate. That's never been like a factor. It's just time. Like, because he works in law enforcement, he works multiple jobs a day. He'll work his regular job at the
Okay.
precinct, and then he'll work at different locations, like maybe the mall, or work like a school,
Okay.
or traffic, or anything like that. Just multiple jobs to get his life established.
Okay.
And that is great. I don't want to put my feelings and my need for his attention
Okay.
before him getting his life together, because in the long run, if we were to start a relationship, I would be, taking on those things he hasn't accomplished yet, and I want
Absolutely.
to be ready for him, but at the same time, I can't help how I feel about still wanting his attention.
Okay. When you say, okay, so you're saying two things because there is a difference between a relationship and actually time, because you can be a friend with someone and still, uh, just have their time. You want that attention. But when you are intimate with someone, that puts the relationship at another level. And so, do you feel as though that the reason why you want this extra time is because you're intimate with him?
Not just because of that. It's just because he's like funny. Like, I can confide in him. Um, Whenever we do talk, it's very peaceful. Like, he's kind of like, he represents like a peace where I can kind of get away from like the stressful areas in my life and just be
Okay.
at peace with my friend.
Okay.
So it's not just sex or dating or anything, even though that would be nice. I would just want more peace in my life, I guess, and I feel like it comes from him.
Okay.
And he's made it clear he's not intimate with anybody else. He's not interested in anybody else. I feel the same, but I don't want to wait for something and it may turn into something later. Like right now, he might feel this way, but later, while I'm waiting, he might be moving on, feeling a certain type of way. So I don't know how to feel about this kind of situationship, because I already like love him,
Mm-hmm.
and I
Okay.
guess it's love the idea of him, because I can't love somebody who I haven't had a lot of time with, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I understand. So, you do express that you want time. So, it appears to me that you want a relationship with him. That's what it is, not just his time. Because you're stating that you're developing, you've already felt that you're starting to love him. You really appreciate his company, and that's because he brings out the goodness in you. He's positive, and he's doing things that a young man of himself is supposed to be doing. So you like that, which, I will agree those are great qualities in a man. But in any relationship, the most important, essential thing is communication, effective communication. So, have you sat down and actually expressed to him, how you feel?
Yes, on numerous occasions, and
Okay.
mostly in person. Well, he's a really bad texter. Like,
Okay.
I won't hear from him for like a while, and then he will come over and see me,
Okay.
and we'll talk for a while. And he's more of a talking person
Okay.
instead of just sit on the phone, text me all day or anything like that. And
Mhm.
because I feel like that distance,
Mhm.
it's hard for me to like believe his feelings for me. Like, I'll sit down and be like, da 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 da, this is how I feel. I see like a lifelong commitment with you. Like, that's a possibility. I don't know for sure because, again, you need time to kind of develop like a solidified look of the person you want to be with forever. But he's expressed he wants to have kids with me. He's expressed that he wants to like take care of me, even though it's not something that I need. It's just not something that I've heard before.
Okay.
And he really wants me to graduate. Like, as much as I want that for myself, he wants that too.
Well, that's really
And
good.
I think that's really sweet. But again, that distance makes me feel like lonely, I guess.
Yeah, because absence makes the heart go fonder. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I understand that. It's good that you did, express to him so that he is aware, so he can't say like you
I didn't
misled. Yeah, I didn't know, or you misled me. But I recall you also stating that you don't want to feel as though you're being left alone.
Yeah.
That you've wasted your time. So, me personally, that's something, like a gamble that it's either you're willing to take or not, because something that you expressed is that both of you guys are trying to do different things. Both of you guys are pretty young, so you're basically still trying to find yourself and get your life established. You're new to the adult thing, so with adult is nothing. In adulthood is nothing but responsibility and making, logical reasons and choices and everything. So you want to be certain that, of course, that you make the right decision. And I also heard that you mentioned that in another relationship, this that you had previously, where you lived with someone, it didn't go, you know, like the way you anticipated. You was a lot of choices and stuff, so you kind of skeptical about it. So it's a good thing. I do like the fact that you are taking things slow, and I understand, because he's treating you. There's a drastic change in the relationship from someone that wasn't treating you so well to someone that's, that's uplifting you and doing everything and saying everything that you want to hear. So, of course, automatically you're going to want to gravitate to that person because this is something brand new. But, I would encourage you to take your time, and not necessarily, not necessarily, wait on, anyone. You've already expressed, something that you, that how you feel, and he's not moving fast enough for you, basically. And he's not giving you that time. But he's, just like you're dedicating your time to school, he's dedicating his time to his field, which is what he went to school for. He went through the academy and everything.
And
so
he's studying to be a sergeant. So.
yeah, so he has things that he's trying to work through. So his extra time is limited. He has to have time to regroup. He has to have time to think, and also do the things that he wants, and then also at the same time include you.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, when you're dealing with a person, you have to kind of decide, like, you have to kind of weigh your options to say, well, is it really worth it? Does the good outweigh the bad? Mainly. So, what is it that you were thinking that you want to do in regards to him?
Well, because like our chemistry, I don't want to like excommunicate myself from him, because that would be dumb, I think, because he's a good friend.
Okay.
Even without the intimacy, he's a good friend.
Mm-hmm.
I've dated in the past dudes who don't have jobs, who don't have any education,
Mm-hmm.
who are disrespectful, who
Mm-hmm.
are trash, basically. Mm-hmm. And he's like the total opposite. So
Mm-hmm.
he's one that I'm just into. And I can't really just be intimate with anything or anybody.
Absolutely.
But I have to have chemistry with them. So that's why he even still has my attention. Because I met him in December, and now it's March, about to be April, and he still has my attention without that time. So I'm just, I guess, watching it. I am a rusher. I do rush people into doing something that they're not ready to do because they want to keep me, but that hasn't gotten me anywhere great or good or positive or anything like that. So allowing him to kind of slow down the progression is better for me, because I can, involuntarily focus on myself.
Absolutely.
And I've never had a guy that was just so confident in himself that he wouldn't want to demand all my time, and jealousy and like just immaturity.
Okay.
He's very mature, and I guess I kind of have to look at myself and figure out, why am I rushing it so fast, and why am I not so focused on myself as he is focused on himself? And I told him from the beginning, I'm like, you're really trying to get your ducks in a row. I commend that. But if somebody comes along and they've already got their ducks in a row and they can actually give me their time, I can't help but gravitate towards that. But now that time has progressed, I really don't look at anybody else like that, to where if they approach me, I'm just like, oh, okay. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So would you say that if somebody came along and things were progressing and going much faster than things are with him, and you stated that you would gravitate to them, would that necessarily be a good thing?
No.
Okay.
Because, well, it would mean that I never even cared about the dude I'm talking about now, because I could easily just gravitate towards somebody else, which isn't the case. Like, I've been approached by establishment, and I rarely in the past have been approached by men on my level, and just mentally on my level, not classism or anything like that. And they just don't have my attention. I can only be like naturally give my attention, my feelings, my effort into somebody that I'm into, and he has been consistently that person. And I told him it makes me feel, I guess, insecure when I feel lonely, because I've been lied to immensely for no reason, lied to, cheated on, et cetera, et cetera. And he could be, in my mind, he could be running around doing, 20 other girls and then coming back to me when he's ready and